Hey guys, welcome for this second video where we are going to continue with setting up two-tier AWS Beanstalk architecture. And in the first video, I did a setup of the first three services. I started with the VPC, where I defined the resources that we need to have our virtual network that we can be able to control and apply security measures. In the VPC, there is two availability zones, each having two subnets, and there's a private subnet for database and there's a public subnet for application. Then from there is a AWS Beanstalk where we are going to deploy our application. This Beanstalk can define the resources that we need, like having EC2 in place, having security group and the rest, so that we're able now to have our application up and running. And the other service that I provision is AWS RDS MySQL. We are going to test it if they are working as we configured in the first video. I'll leave the link for the first video and description of this video, so you can go to check it down there if you haven't watched the first video, so that you can catch up with us. So in this video, we are going to test AWS code pipeline. We are going to implement it and see how it will work. So let's go ahead and go to AWS console. So this is the EC2 that was created by our Beanstalk. I just want to SSH to it and see if you're going to access our DB. So actually, let me go to DB so that we're able to get RDS. Go to RDS. As we wait to open, I'll explain to this later what I'm going to do with them. But before that one, we have RDS and DB name. RDS DB password, RDS DB host name. We have RDS, then you have RDS username. So we're going to get this one. The password that I use for my DB dev ops 2024. The host name we're going to get it. Username is admin. So you're going to get this one from AWS console. Let's go to databases. So here we click our database. I've used the host name for our database that we have. So just come here. I paste it here. So let's now connect to our database. So MySQL, copy that endpoint, and then our our default port is 3306. Have username as admin, and then password maybe 24. So now you're in our database. We're able now to connect to our database. By default, EC2 instance doesn't come with MySQL, and these are the steps that you can use to install MySQL. I'll attach it on the description so that you're able now to install for yourself, and then you do the testing of the DB connection like mine. So now I want to get the database data here. We have this database name that we are going to use. So let's click and copy it here. So that means we're able now to connect to our database that is in a private subnet with the application that is in a public subnet. In the first video, I explained how you're able now to enable application to be to access a database by giving the database security rule permission to access the application to allow application to access it. So this is a security group for the database. What I did so in this should be this one or the security group. So let me close this one. So in this security group, on the invert rules, I added this rule to allow the database to be accessed by the application by defining the security group for my application. So make sure you have done this and you have done this configuration correctly, and then we'll be able now to access your DB. So we are done with that part. Let's go to code pipeline to be able now to deploy our application. And here we are going to create a new pipeline for application. So this one is going to deploy our application automatically. So let's come here and say we call it application CI/CD DevOps. Of course, we are going to use a sequential deployment. I like using a sequential deployment when it comes to single application deployments, but the moment you have multiple applications that should be tested at the same time by the QA, you can go with this one. So I'll go with the second one. So the other one is executing and overwriting the first commits or the first deployment. So let's go with the queued second option, and then from there, of course, there will be a service rule for enabling the code pipeline to access EC2, code deploy, code build, code commit, and all that. So we are going to have a new which is already created there for us by AWS. And then from there, variables, proceed without changing this default stuff. Yeah, so our artifact will be saved in the S3 buckets. so don't change anything there unless maybe you want to customize to our existing location. And then encryption, let's use AWS manage the key to encrypt our code and click next. So here we are defining the source where our code is coming from. It can come from AWS code commit, it can come from Amazon ECL. These are the sources where you can push your code. So our code is on the code commit. Then repository code app repo. Then branch is the master branch. Then from there, which event that will trigger the deployment automatically. For AWS, they're recommending CloudWatch events. So we'll use the CloudWatch event for triggering deployments. Then let's go with the output and func formats for code pipeline and click next. So in this case, we are not going to do the building for application. These are the options that are there you can add. So let's skip this one and go to deployment. So here we are defining where to deploy application. There are these options, there are many of them, but in our case we are going to use a Beanstalk. That's why we are having application. Of course, the region is Ohio. Make sure you Beanstalk or all your services are in the same region, so that you're able now to deploy them effectively. So application, as we're going to use this one, that's the application. Then environments, DevOps, Dev environment. So then from there we can proceed to the next. So now here we are going to review our setup that we have done. So let's go ahead and create our pipeline. So as our pipeline creates, let's go to code commit where we have the code. So let's expand it, go expand it repository. Our pipeline is now processing the code. Here it is preparing the code from the source, checking the communication from the source and preparing the code. They have prepared our code and now it is now deploying the code to our application. So if I come to, it is loading. This is a repo where we are pushing our code, and if I go to .env, in .env we are having this database configuration. So as you can see, my configuration is so I just change the DB here. So let me edit this guy before I do an edit. Okay, let me refresh. Still deploying. They have deployed successful. So now I go to Beanstalk. Yeah, you find that application have been deployed. So yeah, now we can update this So let's update this one with a collect DB name. DB name for our database here. So this is the collect DB name. Yeah, we can actually let's confirm the host name. Use the host name. KB ports. Yeah, lines. So our configuration is right. So we can go ahead and save the changes. So okay, let's say Daniel. Okay, we are good to well, we can save this one. So and automatically you do the changes on your code that you push. The code pipeline automatically start now deploying your code. So you start here 3 minutes ago. In a few minutes it will change just now because of that change that we have done on our code. You see, it have already picked, it have been triggered by CloudWatch, and now it is deploying our code to our Beanstalk. So this is the application, and we are using still, it is still processing the update from the code pipeline. So let's give it some few minutes so that it's able not to complete. But now if you come to our instance here, I want to exit from our database and cd to where the application is. If I do this one, we are now to see our code is here deployed. This is where by default Beanstalk deploy the application. So if I come to have deployed our changes, so if you come to here, it's okay. That means if I click here, it should have been deployed. So here we have our application up and running. So what I'm going to do next here, I'm going to run PHP okay, let's close this guy and open a new one. So if I try to log in, it will tell me that postman. Okay. So if I try to log in here, it will complain because of migration. So let's refresh. Log in again. You see now it is doing a DB error. That means from this DB that you have connected there is no table code users. So that's what I want to do here on this I want to do the migration. would have given option for running migration, slant migration. See, something went wrong. So let's do it on the lazy 2. Yeah. So connect. And that connect with your instance through the switch. Ensure you give it permission on the security group. So here just cd to the application. There, so run this command here. This one. So run php and migrate. Yes, I want to migrate. So it's migrating the tables. So now if I come here and now I refresh, it's login. So you see now we have logged into our application, and this is the URL that we have used, and we have deployed the application using this code pipeline. So let's do a small change in our code direct from the repo, and you see them deploying without having a downtime for application. So let me come here. What I want to change here. So you just come to resources, this is I go to views, and lastly home, and then edit. So here what we are going to do, we are going to hello dashboard version 1. So let's just add that one, and then we give it our name, and then just do a test for that one, and then we commit. So our pipeline through CloudWatch, it will detect new changes that are being done, and then it will trigger the process of deployment. So in a few to see just now, once it is triggered. So if you do a change on the local machine and then you push on your repo, the CloudWatch should trigger the code pipeline to start now doing the deployment. You see now it is preparing the code, and now it's in the process of now deploying the changes that were made. It's now deploying our code to the Beanstalk. And here you can actually have multiple sections, like maybe test before you deploy to production, and then you add a production here down after this one. So the moment is deployed on the, let's say, an AUAT server, the team will do the testing for that one, and then from there will be a manual approval. You want to have a manual, and then from there you do production setup where it will automatically, the moment it is approved by the QA team leader, it will now be deployed automatically to production. So you can have those options on this code pipeline. So our code have been deployed, and now, so if I come here and I click, of course it will log me out. And the reason why it is logged me out, I haven't applied any cache mechanism for handling that one. So you can use this memcache to be able now to cache the sessions. So now I'm logging to see the changes that I've made. You see now the changes, and there was no downtime in our application. So guys, that's how you're going to set up the entire architecture, and you're able to deploy any kind of application to your system. So I'm sure you have learned a lot, and make sure I'm sure you have learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to come up with many videos that will be helping you to acquire more skills. So you can leave a comment down there, and also subscribe and share within your network, so that it can reach to so many people as much as possible. So guys, thank you very much.